freaking sweaty. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the. I know. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting I'm live. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, they gonna get freaking back behind scenes stuff. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the second season of Drinks and Airsoft. Of course, I'm your host, Fumbles, and I have a special guest, Kuka from Rap Bastard, one of the founding members of Rap Bastard. Remember him for a couple videos we did, Combat Master versus Novice SSP1, which I don't want to talk about that. And he was with us where we did our 40-hour event from Grim and Tactical as well. You have anything you want to say before we actually get started into this video? Or do you want to drink?
Want to drink. Be outside. Be outside.
So,
outside.
Drinks and Airsoft for a reason. Today we're going to do some whiskey sours. Been heavily into whiskey. We're trying some, can't pronounce this, Toka savory whiskey, everybody. Everybody enjoying? And yeah, so I just want to brush on one of the main reasons why I personally took a time off from Airsoft. I know that really wasn't really explained. Like I said, I got burnt out. It was burnt out from doing the Airsoft event, plus a lot of other stuff that happened, and it was just a lot. So I decided to take a step back. I took way more time off than I wanted to, and yeah. I don't know, Kuka, what was your main reason you took a break?
Politics. It's crazy, right? You wouldn't think that something like Airsoft would have politics, but just like in any other community, people in the Airsoft community sometimes they take things way too serious. And I was more, I guess you could say I was more of a casual Airsoft player. I also had a car accident where I had to get shoulder surgery. So
I remember that, yeah.
That kind of kept me from being out there on the field as well. But that was like after the whole politics and all that stuff too.
Yeah, it was, so those people may not know, we was involved in a lot of groups and stuff. I'm not going to mention, it was involved in a lot of other things. And politics got kind of crazy, believe it or not. And it wears you out. So I don't know if you want to. And it wears you out. And it was just like a lot. And then also, at the time, everybody was busy. I was doing the Rap Bastard thing. I had my other co-host, Cypher, and we was doing a lot. But then he got caught up with his personal life, and then I got caught up with my personal life. And I wasn't really able to really get in as much as I wanted to get in. So I just said, F it. I took some time off. Kuka got back into it probably a year before I did, I believe.
Probably.
Yeah, and then they convinced me to get back in. And I didn't realize how old my gear was compared to the modern stuff that they have out there. I mean, it's not old, but it's old comparison to where I brought it from. So I thought it'd be cool we talk about some of the stuff that we started with and then what we have currently now. So,
disclaimer, I didn't bring everything. It would have been too much to bring a whole arsenal. I have a lot of equipment, things that I still use. Sometimes when I go out with people, I bring it so that people don't have to rent, because if you've been anywhere where you could get rentals, you know that rentals aren't the best.
Exactly. And also disclaimer, this are all Airsoft. I mean, we're not on TikToks, but still. So I said we just start off with some stuff that I have. I don't know if you want to start off first or you want me to start off? Like I said, this whiskey sour though. What do you think of it?
You better use some.
Alright. So one of the ones I'm going to show that I had, some of my gear, is this bad boy. This is a Jag Arm shotgun. Right? I had this for going on 5 years. Right? Now, this is really mainly only for indoors. This is a story reason why I got this. Now, is that shotgun practical in Airsoft? It depends on the shotgun.
I hate that shit.
The reason why you don't like it, because this actually shoots 6 BBs at one time, and it also slams fire. The shell doesn't eject. I feel like the shell ejecting ones are kind of like only for show. So one shell can hold like 30 BBs, so you can slam fire like 5 times before you got to reload. And all real wood. I actually got this from Hotspot Airsoft. Pause. I actually got this from Hotspot Airsoft, and as you can see, real wood, still in good conditions. I added this. I don't have the shells really right now. And yeah, this has been in storage for the last 5 years. And like I said, Still works really good. Hopefully, anyway. Haven't used it in a while. Mr. Kuka, you're up.
So these were my first purchases.
Purchases?
Yeah.
That's a word?
Yes, purchase. Plural, purchases, right? Had to, sir, don't put your head with a barrels going.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any magazines in it, but I like to practice barrel and trigger safety, right? Just like if you were at the range with real firearms, because you never know. They may be airsoft, but let one of these just go off and hit you when you're not protected.
Yes.
It's gonna hurt. You don't want to shoot somebody's eyes out. Plus, I'm in his crib. I don't want to shoot a TV or something. So if you notice, my fingers not on the trigger. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to the live on the cameras.
Yeah, let me just.
Like, my fingers are not on the trigger, but so I had this heck of
One
a
big
cops.
shameless plug. He actually is coming as a firearm instructor. He's working his own channel and stuff. More info for that coming soon.
Yeah, I'm really about that firearm life. And I'm gonna tell you how it translated from airsoft too. So yes, HK USP 45.
Someone said what's up from Sweden.
Oh, what it do, Sweden?
What's up? What's up from New York?
This USP 45 was one of my first ones. I like it. I hated putting the cartridges in it. What is it?
The BBs?
No, the CO2.
The CO2. Oh yeah, it was like annoying how you had to put it in.
Yeah, the way they made the CO2, it was like angled, and you had to quickly tighten it. It just wasn't a good fit, so I barely used it. Right.
Okay.
Then I had the HK VP9, which was green gas. This I enjoyed a little bit more, but with green gas, you can't really use it when it's cold. So if you're at an event and it's outdoors and it's cold, it's not going to be reliable when it comes to playing, shooting, whatever. You're gonna probably get like one good shot, the next one's gonna sputter. So like mad dumb. But yeah, these were my first two purchases when I got into airsoft. The other one was a G36C. And the reason why I bought a G36C, and it was a battery powered G36C. The reason why I bought it is because I used to play Rainbow Six, Vegas, and Call of Duty or whatever, and that was like always one of the guns I would go for. Like,
let me ask you a question. So I haven't played Ready or Not yet, but is it like Ready or Not like how Vegas was back in the day to a certain extent?
Yes. I wouldn't say Vegas. I would say Ready or Not. It's kind of like if you ever played the Rainbow Six Black. I think it was a Black Arrow.
Black Arrow?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
The older one? It was older than Vegas.
It was older than Vegas, but it was older than Vegas too, but it was after Vegas.
Somebody said, what we drinking?
Whiskey sour.
We were drinking whiskey sours from Toki Savory Whiskey guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like I think it was in between Vegas 1 and 2, but it was like one where like you can use your mic to like distract the NPCs. So if you go by a door that's closed and you know that there's NPCs in the room, you can say like, hey, I'm over here, and they'll run over to the door, open the door real quick, and then you just do your work.
It's kind of like SOCOM, how they had the whole mic set up.
Yeah, pretty much. So I feel like Ready or Not is kind of like that. But Ready or Not is a fun game if you want to try it. But yeah, these are this and the G36 were my first purchases. Yeah.
So this was Kuka's first purchase, and he still got it. Still in decent condition as well. We're doing great, guys. Show this for the camera. Yeah. I used to, he used to be a straight pistol guy. I think you still are a straight pistol guy.
Oh yeah. The G36 was cool, but I felt that it's too much. Like when we were indoors to turn a corner with a whole rifle, and they have these small cuts and grooves, it was just too much for me. I'd rather just have the pistol and be able to run. Like sometimes I had two pistols, and if somebody's in the corner, I just put one under the arm like this and just shoot them as I'm running by or whatever.
It was easier.
It was easier, and it just felt so rewarding. Like people hated it.
Definitely. Like I remember when you had the G46, it was cool, but it's definitely hard to go around. So since you have the pistols out, I'm gonna bring up an old old rivalry me and him had about 4 pre-COVID and during COVID. That's why I ran off the camera, because I had to go get it. I realized I didn't have it. So, everybody don't know with Airsoft, this is a Norwich SSP-1. Now, mine is custom. Now, I had to make it custom to look like this.
You make room.
Yeah, like, This is me as my go-to pistol. This is my sniper pistol. This is one I use all the time. Outdoors, I'm using this. Now you can see I have a short stroke kit. I have slides out, so it has a lighter. I added a flare mag world. I lost my green dot last time we played. When me and actually had like a pistol battle where we was actually shooting each other, which was actually, I wish I was recording that. But yes, so this is my go-to pistol. The reason why I say I'm starting a whole rivalry because
this was my go-to pistol. Combat Master. You know, if you've seen John Wick, you've seen him use this. I love this joint. It's so reliable. I don't know if you guys have ever shot a Combat Master in real life or a Staccato. I shot a Staccato XL and a Staccato P, which was basically like the base for this, and it feels so good to shoot. It's very smooth. The recoil isn't crazy or nothing. It's not a lot of recoil in Airsoft, of course, but
yeah.
But as soon as I got this, I felt like I was shooting like an expert. And I felt bad because, you know, he was so hyped about this Navrach.
Hold on, 1%. Do you play mostly outdoors or indoors, or close quarters?
So what we do, it depends.
It's kind of hard to answer.
So we're in New York, right? So
yeah.
The seasons to play, we don't have that much time to play. So if it, like when it's cold, winter or whatever, I'm not running around outside getting hit by a BB in the hand. Now it feels like 10 times worse.
Exactly.
So we'll do indoors, and indoors is usually kind of close quarters. When we were going to a certain spot called Ricochet, it was
very close quarters.
It was fun though, and the games were fast paced.
That's another reason for the shotgun.
Yeah, no, shut up.
He really doesn't like the shotgun.
The reason why I don't like the shotgun is because this guy's like 7'2", and
6'5",
and he stands and he's over all the freaking obstacles with the shotgun shooting down at people. Right?
I did that one time.
He didn't hit me, but I just seen it and it pissed me off when I saw it happen.
Mind you, we were on the same team, right?
We were not.
We were not?
We were not.
Oh.
They split us up that
Oh, so I wasn't shooting at him, and somebody was on there, so I went down and I shot him. He got upset from that day. He was like, not fair. But I should be upset because I'm tall. Like, the whole reason behind the shotgun, right? The whole reason behind the Jag Arm shotgun was because there was, I said this in I think I said this in the first episode of Drinking Airsoft. And shout out to Tristan. He actually was on episode 3 of Drinking Airsoft. He was known walking around with a grenade launcher. So the shotgun was meant to counteract that. And best $200 I ever spent. Now, is it practical outside? Hell no. I don't think I will ever use this outside or at a milsim unless it's like a cross quarters situation. But it's just something fun to have.
It's green gas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another reason. But yeah, I felt bad. He got this Navrach, and he was so hyped about it. And you gotta.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause it right here. You think you're talking because no, we're talking to them.
All right. Yeah, so you got this Navrach, and I got this Combat Master, right? As a matter of fact, he went and got the Combat Master for me because I was at work, and he told me, he's like, yo, they have the Combat Master right here in the store. You want it, right? I was like, yes. How much is it? He told me. I sent him the money. He picked it up. He actually came and brought it to my job. It looked like a shady interaction happening. This was my second job. My first job definitely couldn't bring nothing like this over there.
Definitely.
So then one day he was like, yo, I wonder who's a better shot, me with my Navrach or you with your Combat Master. Now, mind you,
hold on 1 second. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna start.
Okay. My bad. In a minute. If you're saying something, I can't see it from where I'm at, so that's why.
Yeah, so guys, y'all getting behind the scenes of us making drinks at Airsoft. Yo, we're doing good, guys. We're this here chilling and stuff. It's hella cool looking. Yeah, like we just here chilling. Like, so for those that are actually watching the recording, y'all watching the recording, we're doing a live, so the people are getting more behind the scenes look at how we do it. So if you want to get more behind the scenes look of Drinks and Airsoft, join the YouTube channel, and then you'll be part of the live as we live shooting it. I think that's actually a good way how we do it. But Now, mind you, you're gonna see all the errors and stuff that you don't normally see if you're just seeing the recording. If you want a complete video, just watch the recording. But sorry, continue.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't really do much to this.
Which is bullshit.
Depends on the holster. All I did was I put a tracer unit on it because anybody who plays airsoft, especially if you play indoors, you want to get a tracer unit. And the reason why I say that, it do give off your position sometimes because people can see where you're shooting from, but it also makes it so that somebody can't lie, right? Especially if you're recording. If I'm recording and I'm shooting at you, I'm looking at these BBs hit you. You can't tell me that it didn't hit you when I see the glowing orb hit you and bounce off.
See, so one thing you don't know about us, right? Whole rap bastard thing. We actually was part of the squad. Final mention. We actually was heavily into paintball.
Yes. And
we had Millstone paintball. Our Gilmore guns were expensive, fully kitted out. The reason why we transferred from, we think we said that in the other video we was talking about many years ago.
It's fine. We just talk about
the reason why we went from paintball to airsoft, besides the expense, was the more realism. So, but paintball, you got hit because people get hit like they go down.
But there's some people that have rags, and I've seen people cheat. They take a rag out and try to wipe that spot real quick and say they didn't get hit. I've seen it.
We all seen it. But with the traces indoors, you can call it. So that's one thing. That's why we always highly recommend, if you're indoors, use tracers so people can't say, "Oh, I didn't hit you." With the tracer, you can see.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's a double-edged sword because, like I said, it can give away your position if you're like in the cut somewhere or whatever. But I'd rather know that I shot you and you can't lie about it, right? So, so I only really put a tracer in there. I have different holsters for it because this was my favorite jump.
It came with the extended mag release, or you added that?
Oh, it came with this. Now,
are you serious?
I don't like it. I don't like it. This is why I don't like it. That joint, like, it's mad loose. You see that? It just comes off.
It can come off?
It just comes off, and I don't necessarily like that. I mean, I guess I could use it without it, but
see,
sometimes it just hits the joint and just it
like the Nowbridge MSP1 is a little bit more extended, as you can see. It's not crazy as his, but it is extended. That's one thing I liked about it because it's easy to drop the mag. So like when you actually using it, drops out easily. But his is actually extended, so you can see the difference.
Yeah, I had to get used to like not hitting the mag release because it's so like out there. But like I said, I didn't do it. He thought I added that. I didn't add nothing. I added the tracer unit. That's it. I'm just nice with it. Like, it's alright. It's cool. It's cool.
So speaking of the same thing with pistols, right? So after I got the Nowbridge, my PPQ died, so I needed a replacement. And I don't think you wasn't there that day when I got this. This is the SIG. And now one thing about SIGs, a lot of people don't know about. One thing about SIGs that a lot of people don't know about is that SIG actually makes their own airsoft replicas for training purposes.
Facts.
So that's one thing's good about it. Now, at the time I got this, the world shut down. The world shut down. COVID hit, so this was really hard to get. I forgot where is SIG made from? Is it like Swedish company or something?
Don't ask me, bro.
Anyway,
our friend in Sweden, is SIG from out there?
Yeah, SIG actually made in Sweden. I know it's from another country. Anyway, right? SIG made their own replicas. I got this from HPA, and you already know how that story went. HPA had it, and I got it. Now, get me wrong, I haven't used this. I barely used this. I think I only used this 2 times since I got it, and over the last 5 years. And I got decent amount of mags for it. Now, is it something I would use outdoors? Probably not. I mostly use the indoors because when you have green gas, it's hard for you to, when you're outdoors with green gas, depending on the temperature, can change how the replica shoots. Versus if you have a CO2, you get consistent shots all the time. So this is mostly like an indoor pistol, and I got like multiple mags for it. Like I got 2 regular ones, and I even got an extendo. His brother got the real legit extendo for his Beretta.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not a bad pistol. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it, but it's not like, I don't know. It's like I got it, and I kind of have buyer's remorse. And it was like I barely use it. I always use my Nowbridge, and my Nowbridge is actually kind of too hot for indoors, believe it or not. So it's like, I don't know, maybe now I'm being forced more to use this.
What was that?
I think
United States.
Hold on a second.
What is it?
Sorry, our secondary camera had issues.
Oh.
What? Format error.
Oh snap! We ain't get none of that.
Yeah. Alright. I'm not gonna reformat this, so we're gonna lose camera 2. Got it over there.
Yeah, that was a good idea though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. So till right there, let me we're gonna use camera 1. Some reason that SD card is messed up and I gotta find another SD card. Anyway, because I do not want to format it and lose
I
what I
have
have.
extras at the crib. I wish you told me.
Yeah.
So when he bought that, I got this CZ Shadow
Oh yeah, I remember when you got that.
replica with competition pistol.
That's when you think about actually doing competition shooting.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about doing competition shooting. Like I'm a shooter. For those of you on live, that looks sexy.
So this is his shadow. See how fancy it looks. We gotta use camera 1 now because camera 2.
It's pretty heavy too.
It is. It's all metal too.
Yeah. So I went to the range in Jersey and actually shot one, and it felt like I shot it before because I have the Airsoft version, and it felt like I was at home. And it's heavy, just like this. Of course, the real version is
Way more heavier.
not way more. No, it's about the same weight until you put the magazine in. The magazine makes it a lot more heavier because BBs weigh nothing.
Yeah.
While real ammunition has some weight to it. So, yeah, I ran around with this. There were times I ran around with 3-4 pistols on me. I had a holster. I had the leg holster. Had the
There was a
concealed carry jump.
So you was walking like you ever saw Wolfwood from Trigun where he had the cross? He put the
Yeah.
cross down, a whole bunch of
Put
pistols cast down.
I'll be reload for what? Just switch pistols, right?
So there's actually footage. I'm gonna probably at this point. You guys, unfortunately, on the live won't really see this, but you guys who are watching it on now in the video, I'm gonna switch to clips of us playing at Strike Force for the first time and how he uses his pistols.
Yeah, I even when I got other stuff, like I just have more fun with pistols. But yeah, this was my baby for a while too. So it was this and the Combat Master. I have an extendo for this one. I had an extendo for the Combat Master. I didn't bring the magazines and all that too because I wasn't planning on shooting them. I just wanted to show you guys what it was. Somebody just said something, but I can't tell.
No, it's not from Switzerland. It's Austrian. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Yo, appreciate that. It was Austrian. Really?
Austria. So
Okay.
You over here.
Oh, way off.
Stumbling on people and words.
Thank you.
This right here is for like a speed holster. It just looks like a V, and you just put the like you just put the gun on it like this.
It even has a metal trigger.
Right? Yeah, everything is metal. And then once you go to get the pistol out the holster, you kind of just like your hand kind of takes it out like this. Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
So once you go to try to take it out the holster, you would kind of like bring it out and then pull up, and it's just quick like that. Just
It's meant for like target, like time trials. pretty
yeah.
much.
But I loved it. It was secure. It stayed where it needed to be. But when it was time to get to action, quick. I loved it.
I remember when you got that, and I think around the same time you got that. No, right after you got that. You know what? I was going to show. We're going to jump a little bit ahead. We're going to talk about. We're going to pick a pause. We're going to talk about the Milsim event. Know why we're going to talk about the Milsim event? The reason I'm kind of biased that don't get mad. The reason why I talk about the Milsim event because I got to talk about this monstrosity. So, I don't know if you want to start off or you want me to talk about this monstrosity right here. And you also can see this is an Echo 1 DMR that I actually sent out and got built by Echo 1. This is a couple years old, but this thing is fully custom. This actually has a built-in tracer, has a map-pull arm adjuster, and electronic trigger. I think a Titan trigger, so I can change the pull rate and stuff. And it's fully custom. This is actually more modern. But
Is it the one that you left in the window at
yeah, because this thing is heavy, man.
Oh yeah.
And then playing around with y'all on mobile, like I can't really. So I'm gonna give you a quick backstory of this. A friend of mine gave me this, right? He gave me this for free, and it wasn't working. So what I did was I had Hotspot do some modifications to it. Then I shipped it out to Echo One.
Hotspot is a store out here, just to let y'all know.
They actually burned down.
They burnt down.
Yeah, they're actually doing a whole
How they burnt down?
Okay. They're actually doing a whole fundraiser to try to help them get back out. Shout out to Hotspot anyway.
Yeah.
So this is actually fully custom. Now normally the Echo One, the barrel stops right here. Actually, this barrel stops right here, and this is all this like fake mock. But mine, if I can get this down, the barrel actually goes almost all the way through the suppressor. It's actually more of a function suppressor because you can't really see inside, but it's actually foam inside of this. And the barrel's actually longer, so it actually fully goes through the suppressor. Now, the problem with this gun is, it's heavy as shit. And I haven't used it enough to actually like practice with it. So running around with these dudes with this is not meant for this. This is meant for you to sit back and hit people from a distance. And that brings Grindmill Tactical Radio Silence. Everybody that was actually, whoever watched, so I have 3 episodes of Radio Silence up. You'll see me, you'll see Kuka. Maybe that in episode 2. You will not see Kuka in episode 2. You'll see him in episode 1 and 3. Please explain why he was in episode 2. That's when we got captured.
All right, so we're supposed to be a squad, right? We get out there. We're in this area called Satellite or something like that, and some people come up and they're like, "Oh, we're missionaries, and do you guys need anything?" I was like, "Need something?" I said, "Yo, they got on military gear. What you be missionary?" And we were supposed to be rebels, right? So we were on the rebel side. So it was like, "Oh, we're missionaries." I'm like, "Yo, they got on military gear. Let's just shoot them." Everybody's like, "No, we gotta wait for command." They calling command. "Oh, command, what should we do?" We have some people that said claiming to be missionaries, and the whole time I'm like, "Why are we talking? Shoot them."
He was like clapping, like I'll do it right now, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, "Yo, clap them." So he was about to go and do what they got to do so we can continue the story. They pull him away from my squad on purpose.
So another squad, Shadow Squad, came and said, "Yo, we need help. We got to clear out the forest near the main base, and we need people with with the weaponry that can do it." At the time, I was using this M4 that I had just got, which was also heavy. It was full metal M4.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, "All right, fine." I didn't bring that because it was a lot of work to bring that.
And that thing is heavy as shit.
So I said, "All right, cool." I brought the M4. I'm out there. I'm cooking. Finally, we finished it. I'm saying finally, like it took a while. It didn't take a while. Went out there, took out everybody else in the forest. Not by myself, of course. I'm not Rambo or nothing. But we took out
You
everybody.
made it seem like you out there, like, yo, the story you told me, I'm out there doing work. Like,
I was doing work.
They out or back.
I was doing work. I was like, "Yo, I gotta hurry up. I gotta get back over there," because I felt like this scenario didn't make any sense. So then I'm finished. I get back to the camp. I'm about to go back out. Command calls me. "Hey, great job out there clearing it out." I guess they didn't expect us to clear it out as fast as we did. So now they tried to send me on another mission. So then, boom, I go, whatever that mission was, handled that, got the person back to the base, and they said that they needed to get evacuated or escorted or whatever. I said, "All right, cool." Get back to the base. They're like, "Oh," I said, "Yo, listen, my squad is in trouble. I can't get anybody on the radio. I'm going back." Like,
So, I'm gonna cut you off right there real quick. At that time, right, while he's doing his shenanigans being Rambo and John Wick, we got captured. We was actually hostages. So when we got captured, they took away all our gear and took away our comms. So I couldn't answer or do nothing. And I hear him on the radio, and then I had to turn it off because we got captured. If you watch the Radio Silence episode 2 that I posted, where we get captured, during that whole time that we're actually captured, he's on the radio like, "Yo, what's going on?"
so now I see somebody and he's like, "Yo," shout out to Henry, right? And so Henry comes up and Henry's like, "Yo, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be able to say this to you because I was dead, but they got captured."
We did break the rules a little bit.
Yeah, I said, "Who got captured?" He said, "Yo, everybody else got captured." He said, "Fumbles, Prototype, everybody got captured." I said, "What?" I said, "I knew it." So now I'm at base. I'm loading up. I am loading up. I got 4 pistols on me. I got.
So we're not keeping number 1 died. What the hell?
They died.
There's no reason it's not.
Hold on, I'm gonna wait a little bit so you can get this back up. But yeah, so I'm calling them like back to back. Nobody's responding, and it's like, how many of us was it? I know it was Tristan.
It was
Joe.
It was a lot of us.
It's a lot of us that was there in that area, that squad, and I couldn't get an answer from anybody. So I'm bugging out now. I'm like, no, something's up. I knew we should have shot them.
Yeah, you definitely said, yo, just clap him.
Yeah, I was like, I know we should have shot them because there's no way. You're a missionary talking about, oh, do you need anything, but you're wearing full on military gear. Oh, I think he getting it.
Again, like if we get to you, at least gotta. Because one thing about these GoPros is sometimes they suffer from overheating, but the Hero 2 should be fine. But that's just weird. Let me see now. There we go. GoPro turned itself off during the previous session because it was too hot. So.
Is it heat? Is it the light?
No, is it the light? No, because it's LED. GoPros suffer from overheating. It wasn't as bad as before, but I can see it kind of suffer from overheating. Hold on, I'm gonna try a trick. You can see you talk in real quick.
Yeah. So, you're probably gonna hear this twice because when he comes back with the thing, I'm gonna have to talk about it. But yeah, so I'll go back. I'm at the base now. I'm loading up. I got all the stuff. I don't even know what I thought I was gonna do because I had like 2 ARs. When I had my G36 with me, I had the M4. I had pistols on me. I said, I don't even know what I'm about to do. I don't know. I'm just gonna go out there and just cause a ruckus and see if I can get anybody free. On my way out, I walked past Fumbles and Prototype, and they like, yo, Kuka, where you going? And I looked, I was like, I was coming to get y'all. And then they told me what happened, and they finally got set free or whatever. So it was the thing. It was a fun event, but I don't like when you
I got the camera up.
push a narrative. You know?
Yeah, they were the whole radio silence. They were really pushing a agenda that you can actually see. It was pushing an event just so that the story would be good, which makes sense. But also, it's just like kind of takes the fun away a little bit.
All right, so just because the camera's back, I'm gonna just fly through it real quick. So yeah, I'm calling them. I'm trying to go back. They keep trying to send me on missions. I finally say, yo, screw that. Once Henry came through and said, yo, they got captured. So I said, all right, cool. I go back to our base, our tent. I'm loaded up. I got the G36 loaded up. I got the M4 loaded up. I have 4 pistols on me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna cause a ruckus. I'm gonna just go out there and everybody getting cooked. And then when I start walking, I'm walking with a purpose too. I'm going. I hear, Kuka, where you going? And I look up and I see his Fumbles and my brother Prototype. I'm like, yo, I was gonna get y'all. And then they told me what happened. So now I'm annoyed. I'm tired. I'm annoyed. I went on 2 missions outside of what we were doing before we got there. Plus we were up early in the morning, 6 o'clock before 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock in the morning doing.
No, before that, we was up like at 4:30 in the morning. Because it was our turn to do
do a patrol.
Do a patrol.
Yeah,
whatever.
so we didn't get no sleep.
So it was up early, then non-stop missions and battles and all this other stuff. And then when I was trying to get back to them, by that time I was just like, yo, I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down.
And then at the end of that time, we just clonked down for the rest of the day. It was, like I said, it was a fun event, but you could tell they were pushing the narrative just so to push the story along. But then it like kind of messed up people who they wanted you to be like, they wanted you to make your own characters. Mm-hmm. They wanted you to feel like that, your what happens affects the story.
And it don't.
It don't.
Because I had we came up with whole backstories for the characters that we were supposed to be, and it played no part in the story.
Not for nothing. We were in character for mostly the whole event.
My character was me, basically.
We were in semi-character, and it just got to the point where it's just like, it was the point. Like, remember the last mission, the last day, we were supposed to go out in the field, and they caused a ceasefire and a reset?
Yeah.
But we was cooking them. We made it into the base, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, do a reset."
Because we're the rebels. They didn't want the rebels to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I get you have a storyline that you want to drive, but when you force the story a certain way and it forces people to play a certain way, it takes away from the fun.
Yeah, and it makes it like until the last event, the last day, we was just like, "Yo, we don't care no more."
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter what I do because you want this side to win.
Exactly.
But when they were captured, I heard a story about how Prototype was running around with that ARP, ARP-9.
So there is a story behind that. So okay, when we did the whole event, right? We were actually first into Airsoft. His brother got this. What gun he had? He had the
Beretta.
The SMG.
The ARP-9.
ARP-9. He's the combat medic. He didn't have to reload the whole thing. He had a drum bag and he was putting it in work. If you ever watch the second episode that I posted of Radio Silence is the best episode. And he took out most of the squad. A medic, combat medic, took out most of the squad. And his ARP-9, he was just cooking them. And even the commander, Kirkthrow, shout out to him, was like, "Yo, bring him to me," because he was like, all he sees, like, I thought he ran back to get reinforcements, but Prototype was like, "Nah, he's about that life," and he was like, "Nah, like, he's going to the end," and all I heard was, all you hear is, and the dude just dropped on the floor, and you see the dude drop his airsoft marker, and he's on the floor, because Prototype lit him up all right here, and right here, there's no real protection, and he's on the floor like, "Oh, I'm in pain," and then, that kind of made me want to get like an SMG because this is what he did.
So after that event, I said, "Oh, the ARP was like that outside," because I don't know. I just thought it wasn't gonna do well
Outdoors.
And then I got mine. I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't know it was looking like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got the ARP-9.
ARP-9. And this is actually fully custom too.
Yeah. That actually they come like that.
Oh really?
Yeah. So the ARP-9, which is fire.
ARP-9.
They have multiple colors that they come in. So there's blue, there's red, there's orange. I got that red one. I think I got it from Shaq. And
Oh yeah, you did get it from Shaq. Yeah, I remember. That's what we got the other one. I got the other one from a private seller, but that one we got from Shaq.
Yeah, I got it from Shaq at Ricochet. It was just there. I was like, wait a minute, you got a red one? Let me get that. So I'm trying to see if I had the drum mag on me to show y'all, cause I mean it comes with
it's like an extendo.
So the regular magazine that comes with it looks like an extendo for a pistol.
But the drum mag, this is actually one of the few markers that the drum mag is actually efficient. Because all you do is wind it. Like, I'm not a big fan of high cappers at all. I don't like high cappers. But this, put the drum mag in, you just spin it on the outside, and then you're shooting all day.
Yeah,
no issues. And this game has not, everybody else gun at that event may have some issues. The ARP-9 had no issues throughout the whole event. And we was like cooking for like almost a full day.
Yeah, I don't have the drum mag with me. I think it's in the duffel bag, blue duffel bag I normally keep the ammo in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry guys, I can't show you the drum, but maybe next time if I'm invited to another episode.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of episodes. Hopefully I could get Prototype in here. I could get Cypher to come back. Cypher has actually been wanting to come back to the Strength Airsoft.
To the extendo.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, this is ridiculous. You got a stendo for every? This thing is actually heavy with this stendo. So right there, stendo. Right there.
You gotta have the extendo, man.
So they always going with SMGs and stuff. So I wanted to get one too, but I went a different route. I got a Vector. So this is a Vector from, forgot what's Crisis. This is a AG Vector. I got this for secondhand seller Tristan. He had it. He actually won in the competition, and I always wanted a Vector. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is a beast. Tracer, you in this thing? I use this all the time. I would even use this outdoors.
It's electronic.
Electronic, yeah. And pretty much how you see it is how you came. They do have a gas blowback version of this that I do want to get, but this, and then like when you don't want to have the everything, you just put this in, and now you got a machine pistol. And then when you're ready to put in work, put it back. Now you got a full working marker, and it has single 2-shot burst, and then I got to call fun play where you get full auto.
Oh yeah, the ARP is just single and full auto. It's not nothing in between. It's one in shots or death. I also have the SCAR. I didn't bring that because I was just bringing the stuff that I use
Regularly.
often. Yeah, because I could use the ARP. I could use it wherever. In close quarters, I could use it outdoors. The SCAR I just got recently, I have nothing on it. It's not kitted. I bought it because it was gas blowback. So you see like parts actually moving, and I like the SCAR. That's another one of those nostalgic. I played Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow Six, yeah. You know,
And actually, so we used to mention the gas blowback. That's when actually I returned back to Airsoft. Went out for a friend's birthday who had gas blowback. I mean, he was having a birthday at Liberty.
oh, yeah,
And that's when I first saw that everybody, besides me and the guy's birthday it was, had gas blowback. And I was still rocking the, no, I wasn't rocking this
You
actually.
didn't have the vector.
No, I actually had,
Mel had the vector.
yeah, I had my M4. Now my M4 is actually a entry M4 that I'm heavily modified. Well, heavily modified. I have a upgraded motor. I did some internals to it. And the reason it's not full metal, it's actually metal up top, polymer at the bottom. And I did that for a specific reason because when you play outside or you play for a long period of time, these things get heavy. And I don't want to be carrying around a heavy M4 all the time. This is heavy, but it's just light enough to actually be able to enjoy. And the other thing I like about it too, it actually has, as you can see, iron sights. This is the one that Shaq upgraded for me too. Yeah. This was actually a real good one.
You know what I did not bring?
What?
One of my pistols that I wanted to show.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Just with the pit fighter?
Yes.
This guy is heavy with John Wick.
Yeah, I didn't bring the pit viper, but I did bring the Sand Viper.
I'm gonna show. So this is the Sand Viper, really, and the same Sendo extended mag release. This is actually, when did you get this? I don't think I've seen that.
I used it the last time we went, but it had no. So the only thing I didn't like about this Sand Viper, it didn't even come with iron sights.
Really?
If you look at the top, there's no iron sights. It has a little compensator type cut out in the front, but there was no iron sights. I had to you actually tried to shoot it with like the little flat surface. You had to try to line that up if you wanted to shoot. But then I added this Trigicon SRO red dot to it, and just made it do what it do.
So if you had to choose between the three, which one would you be your go-to?
The Combat Master.
Combat Master?
The Combat Master because it's reliable. I've had it for a while. I like it.
It's tested and vetted, yeah.
Like I said, this would have been nice if it had iron sights. It has no iron sight. I had to
iron sights.
I had to put a red dot on it for me to be able to see what I'm shooting at.
It should be heavy. Thinking of getting an LMG again, perhaps a M60.
I would love an LMG. That's probably the next thing I'm gonna get because I don't have an LMG. I have an SMG. I have a bunch of ARs.
So you want a heavy machine gun?
Yeah, listen. I like to have a lot in the arsenal because, like I said, when I go with friends, I don't want them to have to rent. So whatever your style of play is, I would like to have something that matches.
Display, yeah.
Right. Sometimes I let people use the ARP9. Like, I'm a pistol guy, so it doesn't really matter to me. I might just run out there with the pistols. Got the extendo.
The pistols, you get decent range with it, especially with if you're doing like games and stuff. I'm actually really shocked how much distance you get with the pistol. Like when we was actually having our little pistol duel, I was actually getting really good distance with my Novich SSP1, which is really actually interesting.
It's Novich.
I mean, Novich make good guns. I mean, come on, what can I say? Like I live by this. This is so freaking. I wish it was actually a real like steel version of this, which it probably is. It's probably the 1911 if you think about it.
Yeah, I would like to get a 1911 in real life. I'm trying to say expensive.
Yeah, well,
I don't want a
depends.
1911. I want a 2011.
It all depends on which 1911 you get from where. I had a friend who paid like $1,200 for his 1911, but you would get one for a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna get one that I really want. So I'm just gonna show you guys the last couple buys.
I not seen that before.
This is like some Shinobi, whatever, I don't know what they call it. Shinobi. I got this from Shaq as well.
This thing got way too.
At Ricochet. The reason why I bought it is because it's full auto.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, and guess what, guys? Guess what? It's a drum mag. I got the drum mag at home.
You can put that on the underbarrel, it looks like.
Yeah, yep. You have rail on the head, up top. There's a lot of things you can do with this. Plus, like I said, I have a drum mag for it, so I can just be out here all day with the drum mag. But I wanted a full auto pistol. This is the only one I have so far, and like it's different, right? So like to change it from full auto to single fire is this little switch underneath the back, like this.
It's like
thing comes out.
if you ever had a Walter PPQ, there's a way to turn your Walter PPQ into a full auto. People don't recommend it, but it's almost the same dynamic as that.
Yeah. Look at this. It's just I don't know why I like this. It's like so easy. Just take down, right? It's easy. I don't know.
It's easy to take down and clean. Now,
yeah, it's weird.
when it comes to like maintenance, there are maintenance to these things. These things should get maintenance like a real firearm. You know, this is airsoft. It still should get maintenance regularly after every game. Like, make sure you just, make sure like the returnals are good. Like, I haven't really, believe it or not, I haven't really made this thing in a minute.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm very lax when it comes to my airsoft pistols, but my real firearms, I made some as soon as I leave the range, I make them stuff. But speaking of that, so if you're into like firearms and stuff like that, I'm just gonna let y'all know. People like to make fun of. Well, people will make fun of anything that you're into. It doesn't matter if it's airsoft, paintball, bowling. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be somebody out there that has something negative to say about it, and it's whatever.
Like, people always gonna have opinions, but who cares? As long as you enjoy it.
Yeah. So, I've ran into people who are they're from military, they're ex-military or whatever. Like, oh, you running around, playing like you're in fake battles and this and that, but then there's other people that are ex-military who actually do airsoft and they enjoy it, right? What I've noticed is when I went to the range and I used anything that I've used for airsoft, I handle it as if I've shot that gun before. Meaning, practicing in airsoft got me more proficient in actually shooting the real version of that firearm.
Yeah, there is a this is a actual easy transition from real firearm. Remember the video we watched? It was the Airsoft World Champion, and he actually came to America and shot real firearms. Mm-hmm. And the firearm instructor was like, once he understood the difference between the kickback, he was like, keeping up with them. Yeah. And these are guys that are military that all they do is shoot, and he was keeping up with them, and he's an airsoft player.
So the aiming is the same, except for at a distance, of course, because there's going to be more drop off when it comes to BBs, and then you got to worry about the wind when you're outside, stuff like that. But you're aiming it the same way. You're getting used to aiming down these iron sights, if you're using iron sights, and lining up your shot properly.
Yeah.
So don't let anybody tell you that oh, you're wasting your time, or this is foolishness, or whatever. It doesn't
Doesn't matter.
mean anything. It doesn't matter. No, you will be prepared to fire off the real thing in the range if you really went out there and tried using the same artillery. Of course, the one thing that's going to be different is that kickback.
Exactly.
The weight sometimes, like I said, that weight on my shadow is very close to the weight on the real shadow. So that said, I was interested in buying a Canic, an actual Canic firearm. So I went and looked online to see if they had a airsoft version. They have the airsoft version of the TP9.
It's actually like the one my real steel version. So I do have a real steel version of that. I think it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, so he has the TP9. I have the
I don't know if I should get it to actually compare it.
I have the Medi. Nah, I have the Mete SF. Was it the SFT? I'm not even gonna lie. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's either SFT or the SFX.
It's the newer version of what I got.
Yeah, I have I think it's the SFX Mete Canic or whatever. So, like I said,
Real quick, as you can tell, we're not Glock fans. You not see that one Glock. You know, like every time you see an airsoft video, they be like, "Oh, I got this Glock, I got that Glock." Not one Glock out of the whole fan group.
Nothing against Glocks. Actually, no. I think Mel has a Glock.
Mel got okay.
Yeah,
Mine is one.
Nothing against Glocks. Nothing against it. I just don't like getting something that everybody has. Right. So I like to be different. I like to
be unique.
Yeah. I like to go for unique guns. Right. Especially and if there's a real version of it, I'm probably going to get the real version one day. Right. Not that Combat Master because that price is ridiculous. I looked it up. That price is like $7,000.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like I don't want to eat noodles for the next month. Like we do got houses and we do got mortgages.
Yes.
So it's like I would like to still have a crib.
Insurance, car insurance in New York is ridiculous.
Don't even.
So like I got bills. I can't be out here spending.
By the way, he does have a TikTok. Kevin's was it rants?
Oh yeah.
Definitely check that out.
I haven't done one in a while. I might get back to it. But that's another thing. Like I said, people. If you worry about what people think or what people say, you're not gonna do stuff, and that's a problem I have right now. I'm like, who's gonna care? Who wants to hear anything from me? That's why I don't really do this stuff. But I have ideas and stuff that I want to talk about, and maybe I will. I don't know. But anyway, I went and got the TP9. I used it for the first time at a friend's birthday event.
Airsoft.
Yes.
This is all airsoft.
And then. After using it for a while, I was like, nah, I'm gonna go get it. I went and I got the real version. SFX Medic.
And when we went shooting, he is a good shooter. Like it was kind of embarrassing my shot versus his. So since we're talking about that, we already got the markers what we use out the way, the replicas. We only use replicas right now. What face protection do we still? So the question asked me, do we still use the same face protection as we used when we first started?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you why.
I know, but his is yes.
So when I first did paintball, the person I was talking to at the time, it was my birthday coming up, whatever. So she had bought me this dye.
6?
No, 5?
No, because 6. Because this was the first time they came with that.
Yeah.
So real quick, the dye's mask. This was the first time they came with the quick adjustable mask, and this is actually the original dye 5 or 6. One of them, you said.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But she got me this as a birthday gift. Quick disclaimer: she got pissed at me because I had bought my own. I had bought the black and gold.
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, I forgot you bought the black and gold one. I wonder why. Like I was like, why that look different?
I had to go return that because I found out she was pissed off. She's like, "Oh, why would you buy that for yourself knowing your birthday is coming up?" But I'm used to buying stuff for myself. I'm a man, you know.
We men buy stuff. Yeah.
That's how people don't spend money on us like that. So you know, I just go buy myself. So I got the mask. I tried when I switched over to airsoft. I tried to do the little face mask, the goggles or whatever, and a BB hit me in my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and I had a little lump there. And I went to work, and every one of my homegirls at work was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, what happened?" Like, and I was like, "You know what? You're right. And the thing is, I got hit by a teammate. I turned the corner and a teammate got startled
Who hit
going
you?
back to the base. It wasn't one of us. It was like
Oh,
they put
random.
a random.
Yeah, random.
They just shot and the drone hit me right there and pissed me off.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I can't do this. I went to work. They was cursing me out. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not protecting your face when you went out there doing this wild stuff. So then I said, I went back to this. The good thing about this is there's a lot of ventilation.
Yeah.
Right? You can
Guys
breathe in
are
this.
good.
But I'm asthmatic. So after a while, it doesn't matter what type of face mask. I'm not getting enough air, right? So I'll have to, like, if I start playing again, I start recording, you might see me sometimes pull that inhaler out, especially because I haven't really been active like that since, like, the accident. I haven't been consistent.
Yeah.
So you'll probably see me in the video put take a breather real quick, get the pistol back out and just start
Cooking them.
yeah, you know. So that I like that mask a lot because of the ventilation and the visibility. It's kind of rough.
It don't fog.
Yeah, it doesn't fog, but because mine is tinted, it has a dark tint. Sometimes it's not great for indoors. When well, Ricochet specifically, it's very low light.
Because Ricochet is dark.
Yeah, it's very low light, so this right here wasn't the best option. So I have like a regular like J5, what is it, J5,
J5
sports mask, whatever, because I needed a clear. I'm not about to buy another one of these.
That was a little expensive.
I could probably buy another lens. And it's probably time for me to buy another lens because this one is scratched up.
Well, I mostly think most of that came from paintball. Remember, that was originally paintball.
Yeah.
Another good thing about airsoft from paintball is the lack of cleaning. You don't have to clean everything because when you're at paintball, you're constantly cleaning. Let me just restart this for some reason things stopped again. There we go. Put this there. So sorry if you see me like stop and going. I thought this GoPro would be better, but apparently I gotta get more ventilation for it or get a camera meant for vlogging. So yeah. So you use the dye mask. I said no because the original mask I used wasn't really proper for airsoft. I got blasted in the face way too much.
Pause.
So I went with this. This is the SRU full face mask, as y'all can see. One hit of the button, it flips up. Y'all can see me talking. Come down, and I'm ready to play. And it's fully concealed. Right here on the side, on each side, is actually fans. So the fan blows air through the front of the visor, which prevents fogging. This is like 5 years old. It's an SRU, and this thing's been my main kit regardlessly.
I might need to get something like that because I need those fans.
Yo, these fans are the truth. You can put it on your head. I can still talk. I may not sound as clear as I wanted to, but once I put it up, I'm sounding clear as whatever I wanted to. This is a really good one. It's expensive. And they got two models. They got one that's actually fully head, and then this one is pause. And this one is actually just goes with the face mask. This is so worth anything. You can use it indoors, outdoors. I've been using this for how many years? No issues. This actually has been really good. I would highly recommend this for anyone. I used to use the little face mask, use that little face covering and shit. Not fun to get hit.
Oh, I just want to shout out Maz. I want to shout out Maz
Cypher.
because Cypher.
Mm-hmm.
When we first went to Strike Force,
Yeah.
he was running around with a pistol.
HPA.
And, yeah, he had HPA. He had a drum on that.
Yeah.
And that's what made me realize, like, yo, I could, if I wanted to, because I was thinking about just running around with pistols. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I could run around with pistols. So shout out to him for you know, being the inspiration.
Like, so Cypher was the host from last season of Drinks at Airsoft. We're gonna do a lot more of these. Hopefully we get the whole crew in here. It'd be cool if we get Mel on them, maybe do something like that. But yeah, it was really like pistols make sense. It's just ignorant. I do dumb shit. Hence the shotgun. But I remember somebody that actually wanted to get a Desert Eagle.
Yeah, I still do.
And
So I'm gonna tell you what happened with that Desert Eagle. They were coming out with one on e-bike, and I pre-ordered it. Now I should have learned my lesson because I pre-ordered something, an M4 kit. It was supposed to be a futuristic M4 kit because when we went to that event, it was supposed to be like a futuristic something like
it was
futuristic
nothing
world,
futuristic about that.
right?
Man.
So I said, oh, this would be perfect if I get this futuristic M4 kit and make this M4 look like it's something out of some sci-fi movie. I pre-ordered it. They kept pushing it back, Never got it. I ended up canceling the pre-order and taking that money and then putting it on Desert Eagle that was about to drop. And the Desert Eagle was a full auto Desert Eagle.
The cyber gun.
So I said, oh, let me get this Desert Eagle. Because one of my favorite pistols, like I said, I like to get things that I really like, stuff from video games, things that I actually like grew up looking at, like, oh, that's like my childhood right there. So I wanted the Desert Eagle. It kept getting pushed back. They kept pushing it back. And I'm like, yo, like I can't keep dealing with this stuff with e-bike. So I canceled that too. So now I still don't have a Desert Eagle. And I want one, but then I'm also thinking like, how am I running around with that, like on the field? Like,
you gotta run down like a primary. Because it's hard to holster that.
Yeah, like even if like a drop down leg holster, that joint's gonna be rattling around.
And then you do one roll or you bend down, shit will fall out. Yeah.
Like I don't know, I figured it out. I'll probably get it just to have it. But like now that I'm into like real firearms as well, my money is limited because okay, am I gonna spend $200 on this airsoft pistol? Mm-hmm. Or am I going to spend like $600 on this actual
real
firearm?
Yeah.
So,
so for those that are watching live, like I said, if you definitely want to be a part of Drinks and Airsoft, or maybe we'll start doing these live, and we'll do a live while we're recording, and then the people that are live will get behind the scenes, see the errors and stuff like that. And then again, we're not professional. No, we don't record professional or nothing like that. We're just two people like drinking and playing airsoft. What am I gonna say? One thing that I will have to say, going back to the reason why we stopped playing airsoft, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like the main reason? Now we already had our own squad. Like we had our own squad for years. Do you feel like the main reason why maybe we stopped playing airsoft was because we maybe dipped and dabbled too much?
I do believe. So when we first started, we were final measures. It was just me, Fumbles, and Prototype, my brother.
It's the thing that says final measures.
We were final measures, and one day we were just sitting there and we came up with the name.
You came up with the name.
Yeah, I came up with the name. My brother started to design like a little logo thing, and we went from there. Somewhere down the line, Fumbles met up with some people, and they had a squad.
It was nothing against that squad, I gotta admit.
So I was against it at first.
Yes,
I didn't want to join with anybody, but that's really because sometimes I don't want to say I'm antisocial in a way. I just like to stay away from drama, and I feel like when you mix with people that you don't really know like that, you
get involved.
We all grew up together. And even when you grow up together, you have drama sometimes, right? So imagine dealing with people that you don't even know like that, right?
It's like we can have issues, but then it's like we'll work it out eventually. Versus you have issues with somebody you don't know, they part of a squad, it becomes a whole big thing.
Yeah, and I used to have a bad temper. Yes, I used to have a bad temper. I changed. And
okay,
there were things that happened in that group. So let me not be vague, right? When we were going to that event, that 3-day event that we were just telling you about, Fumbles is the one that found it.
Yes.
I almost didn't go because it was my birthday weekend.
Yes.
Everybody talked me into going. Because they was like, nah, yeah, don't have Fumbles go out there by himself.
Yeah.
His wife now.
No, yeah, I was like,
she was like, I don't know those other people that he's gonna be out there with. I would feel more comfortable if you were out there with him, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, finally, we set it up. We got out there late because I had to go to work. Mm-hmm. He came, picked up me and Prototype from work. We drove out there.
Which was crazy. Mind you, we working on, both of us working on little sleep, and we're driving 3 hours out to upstate.
Yeah, we had packed his car with all the gear the night before. So get out there, set up. It's getting dark now. We had to set up a tent
at night.
All this other stuff. Whatever. Anyway, but before that, a whole big thing. This is why his wife now, his girl at the time, was uncomfortable with it because there was some drama that happened. They wanted us to go to some training,
Yeah.
right, some practice or whatever, and we already told him like, yo, we work, right? We all work for the city pretty much, right?
Mhm.
So we can't just
Drop everything.
and go to some training for airsoft.
So like we work, but we all work for the city.
Yeah.
So it was like hard for us.
So we told everybody, like from the jump, like listen, we're more casual players than than you guys are. Like just know that. So they said they understood.
Mm-hmm.
So he hits me up like, yo, this dude in the chat is talking crazy.
Yep.
So
1 second. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really disappointed with this GoPro because I didn't know it was causing this. All of a sudden now it's having this overheating issue. 1 second, let me fix it. I think it might be this light, it might be right. Because all the time I was playing, like I never had this issue. Now all of a sudden I'm having an overheating issue. The thing is actually really hot. That's crazy.
camera is up.
Huh?
The camera is up.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for you outdoors, but maybe indoors. I'm kind of having buyer's remorse right now because I end up buying this over the Sony. But thinking about it now, I should have bought. I just should have bought the damn Sony. Because
I guess it depends on what you're using it for.
yeah, like I'm gonna need a camera for outdoor. I'm gonna need a camera for indoor now.
How many yards out there? I don't even know if
It was like 2, 3. It was like to 10 at one point. I don't even know right now.
I said, why y'all dropping on? Are we boring you?
Yeah. The good thing is, YouTube records the lives, so the live will be on. It's gonna pop up eventually.
Boring you? That's crazy. Tell your friends, yo. Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Nah, because at one point we had like 20 people on. People was like, hold on.
Yo, tell them, what is it, 18 people to get back over here. Stop playing.
Yeah. One dude, the dude from Sweden, shout out to him because he's been, I think he's
Facts.
been on there. Like, shout out to him. Like,
I think, isn't it Sweden? Like, isn't it like one of the guys we watch online? Like, they got some fire.
Novich.
Yeah, right.
Novich, yeah,
They got some
Novich.
fire airsoft fields. I would love to go there.
I'm kind of sad that Hidden Hedgehog don't record no more.
Yeah.
Remember, he's the one who got us into the whole thing.
Yeah, Hidden Hedgehog. Shout out to him.
Hidden Hedgehog was like Kicking Mustang was good.
Yeah.
But Hidden Hedgehog was like,
What's the black dude name?
oh man, forgot the black dude's name.
But there was a few people that we watched that really got us into airsoft.
Novich is Austria. Yeah, Novich.
This guy, yo, it's his fault, man.
Yeah. Yo, I failed geography.
Yeah, but yeah, I know there's a lot of like outside of the U.S. There's so many good fields that I would love to go to.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, they just don't respect airsoft out here like I would love for them to do. But they also like to use up prime spaces that would be perfect for airsoft. They like to put stuff on it immediately, like
like McDonald's or
like a mall or a hotel or something. So like we can't even get a space to really like go out there and go all out and have like fire scenarios and stuff like that. If one of my dreams, I'm trying to see if I can get into it and really get this real estate thing going, is I want to get a place, indoor place that I can turn into a field that has like multiple floors with different
that would be fire.
different setups, scenarios, right?
But let's go real quick because sorry, I just got the camera back rolling. So let's go about what happened.
Oh yeah. So he hits me up and he's like, "Yo, this dude is really pissing me off in the chat." And I said, "What are you talking about?" So
real quick, this story I never told this story before, and the reason why I never told it because I was trying to be respectful. But now it's just like, it's been many years, so we might as well just talk about it.
Yeah, I don't even remember the dude's name that was talking crazy. Mind you, I had no issue with anybody from the group. I actually met a few of the guys. We all drove out to the spot in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What was it called again? Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar. He's still there. Stingray,
right?
He's the one who customized our paintball guns.
Yeah, when we started with paintball, we used to go out to Brooklyn or whatever. So we all rode out there.
Hold on real quick. follow Spartacus to Sweden for the game. He goes to a big game in Illinois. Spartacus was actually a special guest in season 2 of Drinks and Airsoft. We're actually really close friends with Spartacus. Sorry.
Well, I don't know. You're close.
I'm close. Okay, me and Cypher, the first host from season 1, are big fans. Are big friends with Spartacus.
Yeah, I haven't met him.
Spartacus was actually in season 2, episode 2 of Drinks and Airsoft. Cool dude. He's really cool dude. You'll like it.
Yeah, well, shout out to Spartacus. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I meet you. You sound like a good dude.
Real good. He's really trustworthy. He's real good dude.
But yeah, so I don't remember the guy's name. Like I said, I was cool with everybody else that I met. We went to out to Brooklyn together. We all rode in the car together. We talked, we joked, whatever. So the only people I remember that I was like cool with was Joe. Joe was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan was cool. Henry, and Anthony, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. They seem cool.
So, all right, so since we want naming names, the name of the group was Five Borough Tacticals. I didn't know he was going to drop names, but if you remember in the older videos, I was supposed Five Borough Tactical. Obviously, we're no longer proud of Five Borough Tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what was going on, right? So when he tells me, oh, somebody told me crazy in the chat, I'm like, what? So I go in the chat and I'm like, this dude is talking, and he's like, he's calling him out of his name, saying all kinds of stuff. I was like, yo, whatever it is, be respectful.
Yes.
I was like, y'all were already told that we're not the type that's going to be coming to trainings and all this other stuff. And honestly, like, I don't even know what this dude's credentials were to be training me for an event. Like, I was like, what are we talking about? So then he started talking wild, and he said something, and I said, yo, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be going back and forth with you on this. I'm really about action. So if you keep talking crazy to me or my boy, I'm going to be seeing you. So then apparently he gets a phone call like, yo, tell him to chill.
So I got a phone call about the whole situation because particularly me and the dude, we was going back and forth. I'm not going to say his name out of respect for him. We was going back and forth. I got pissed off because at the end of the day, we're fucking playing Airsoft, guys. Like, come on, we're going to have fun. We're going to just play and act like we're military. It's not in the military. We all got real lives. They was concerned about the issue between Kuka and me versus the other dude. I was like, look, don't just do act nice. Don't do no craziness. Everything will be cool. Because we're not going there to fight or argue. We're going there to have fun. And to the dude, to their respect, dude was cool. We squashed it. We, made amends. No issues for the whole event. Our issue wasn't towards that. Our issue was towards the event and how it was planned out and stuff like that. And it was good. It was just got squashed. Everything happened. It's kind of third. I think the main reason why we left Five Boroughs shortly after that is when we kind of pushed back from Five Boroughs because they went a different direction that we felt like we couldn't go. I couldn't get more into Airsoft because our jobs.
Yeah. And responsibilities outside of that. So
my wife now, we were starting to get serious and I was getting married. In the process to buy the house. He was in the process of doing what he had to do. And
I was in school. I was in school. I was working like multiple jobs. I was doing like a bunch of stuff. I ended up buying a house like shortly. There was a lot going on. So it was like I couldn't dedicate time for training
with
Airsoft, and like if I did that, it would take away from something else, and it wasn't paying me. So how can I justify taking away bread from my pocket to do training for Airsoft?
And there's no ill will towards anybody. I don't want to make it seem like we're beefing. We're not. No ill will to them. I wish them all better luck. I'm still like, yo, I'm cool, no issues. Whether I didn't want to get upset, I have no issues with that.
I don't see any reason to get upset. Like that's what I hit up Joe.
He's
like some stuff like
it was just. I think it was just the problem was there was so much stuff going on, and it was just a lot of stuff happening. It was a lot of transition. We left a formal group, started our own group, had a whole bunch of people involved. It was a lot. Then at the same time, except we all had lives, so stuff going on. We actually had to do our own separate thing because we had lives. And the last it for me that I took my break from was the Rap Bastard event. I was so hard of doing it. I post trailers. Spartacus, believe it or not, Spartacus was the host of the Rap Bastard games. And you can ask him himself. He came up with some of the game models. He came up with some of the ideas. He actually came up with the idea for the teaser for the Rap Bastard games. All that was him. I'm not taking that away from him. He's the one who hosted. I have one footage of him hosting it. But after that event and after everything, all the stuff that happened and transpired, I just needed a break. I took way more time off from this than I should have. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, that's just like the reason why this show was so far gap between season 1 and season 2, I guess.
I never even got an invite from season 1, so it was my first time on the show.
You were busy doing your own thing, and Cypher was like, "Yo, Cypher, help me out." But now he's in for season 2 of Drinks the Airsoft, and he's actually the founding member of Rap Bastard Airsoft. So let's talk about Rap Bastard. Let's just get this out the way. Rap Bastard started as a car meet thing, right? Now, hold on. Yeah. So, Rap Bastard started as a car meet videos. We was going out doing car meets. He was the host of the car meets. There's videos of him being the host. I stayed behind the camera. I was on the camera one time, but I was the cameraman. He was the host of Rap Bastard ENT that was on at the time. Shout out to Sid. I don't know if Sid ever gonna see this, but he actually is a real one. I'm just gonna put it like that.
Sid was a cool guy, man.
Yeah.
He did some fire events. He had a Paul Walker event.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
That was. We actually interviewed him. That I still got the footage, and I'm mad I never released it. I might actually just release it. You know, a lot of shit happened around over those years, man. Come on, my son was born around that time. So, yet again, when that happened is when also we changed up to our day gaming, and we changed up to Airsoft. I think Rap Bastard is always going to be a part of our lives, regardless of what we do. Yeah. We're still missing the third member right now, who is, believe it or not, the Rap Bastard is supposed to be him, technically.
Definitely not.
Yeah, okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
First of all, I don't even remember how it happened.
I have the footage.
I remember the sound bite. I just don't remember.
I have the footage. There's footage on this channel of us in my mother's basement, drunk, starting Rap Bastard and talking shit. Me, you, and James.
Get rid of that shit.
It's like, how old was Elliot? 12? It's like 14 years old.
Get rid of that shit.
But back to the whole Drinks and Airsoft thing, right? So obviously you'd be cool to come back again and stuff like that and make it as this season host.
I guess.
You guess?
I don't know how I feel about not getting an invite last season.
So
no, let me see what this is first. Cause you
Jim B. Vanilla,
like, because you like to add some random stuff. You know, just want you to try this out.
You're like, I'm sorry, well, you gotta try this out. It's called Children. What?
Yo, listen. Don't take no drink. Don't take any drink ideas from him or.
No. That one drink idea with the Blackberry Crown Royal was terrible. And I'm gonna say who did it. Angel, you're a piece of shit for trying to kill your boy for some reason.
I had to fix it. I had to go see what would go with it. Only thing that go with that is lemonade.
Yeah, like Black Cherry is a terrible drink to drink straight up. And it's expensive as shit.
But anyway, I would like to come out to that Sweden event. It depends
if
it works on my schedule.
So, Spartacus went to Sweden a couple times. The events are legit. And he was telling me about it. He invited me one time, I couldn't go.
How do you travel with your gear?
You just send it regular because it's not real. But you just put the batteries you gotta ship the batteries with the actual gear and on the carriage.
So you have to check it.
So Spartacus was explaining it in the last one. He went there. He said, "Yo, but it's official. They actually have vehicles. They actually will drop you off. Like you'll be in a helicopter, and you'll be like in the wilderness on your own, and you're doing the Airsoft event on your whole. They have a whole island."
I gotta do this.
Yeah, they had a whole island just dedicated just to the event. And he was telling me about it, and I was just like, yo.
I gotta do this.
He actually doing one, I think this year. He actually doing local games. He actually doing Strike Force sometime in this month, he was telling me. So when he hit me up.
I think so. Is there something?
I was in HQ on his faction. Yeah, like, Spartacus is real. Like I'm telling you, he's a real cool dude. And he lives and breathes airsoft. Airsoft, like for us, is a hobby. For him, this is what it is. And he's one of those dudes that 100% cool dude, fun to hang out with. I would love to actually. I never had a chance to play airsoft with him, but I had a chance to actually, chill with him and stuff like that. Very cool dude. I actually did I had an acting role. We was acting on top of a roof, and we was doing some content he was doing. And of course, I was one of the people that got killed in the acting event. Yeah, it was called Hero something, and he was the hero. And you see me, we all doing the mock fighting. Like I left there fucked up. I was all hurt and stuff. That's how all the shit go. His boy, that dude is a boxer. Like, but yeah. So back to the whole drinks and airsoft thing, right? And y'all all heard it. Kuka is going to be this season's co-host with me of Drinks and Airsoft. And don't get me wrong, Cypher will make a return to Drinks and Airsoft. As soon as I get a chance to work out the schedule, he's going to make an epic return to Drinks and Airsoft. Hopefully we can get Prototype. I know Prototype got tons of story what he did with his Beretta. Because his Beretta is freaking like...
So yeah, my brother Prototype is very subtle, right? He's a very chill, subtle, like sometimes soft-spoken guy. You see him on that airsoft field, you would not. But one day, I just seen him just walking down, just spraying like you would think it was full auto. He just tapping this joint. You just see green BBs just flying, right? I have the footage somewhere. You have to see it. It just looked funny as hell.
I was telling everybody, watch episode 2. Episode 2 of Radio Silence. Prototype is the star of that episode. Yes, I'm the one that's supposed to be doing my version. Like, I'm the one that's in the episode, but Prototype took it. What the work he put in during that event was crazy. You would never, mind you, he put in more work than the whole squad did. He actually did what he had to do to put the whole squad in. And of course, my daughter comes in there right now and we're recording. He put in work doing that. You come in right now. Stacey, come here real quick. Stacey. Right.
What's good, big dog?
Hey.
So everybody can see, this is my beautiful daughter. She actually played airsoft. When you first played airsoft, do you like it?
It was different.
It was
an adjustment, but I liked it.
You know your gear is actually right behind you.
Oh, that's why.
She actually enjoyed airsoft. We wanted to play airsoft and stuff like that. Plus, she's very mean, by the way. So. Like I said, very mean and violent. This is actually becoming a really good episode. I feel like it's going to be a really good episode of Drinking Airsoft, at least for the live part. I got to do hella editing with the cameras failing, and now this is making me rethink my life because.
You want me to bring the other GoPro next time?
Yeah, I think because the problem is, right, I also have a podcast I need you for the podcast for Fomo's Retro Podcast.
Why?
I need somebody to help.
What? Why?
Uh-huh.
For what? To do what?
Talk about, Sega versus Super Nintendo.
That's difficult though.
How is it difficult?
I was a Sega fan because I had.
Let's say that. Let's finish this, and then we go in the game room, and we're gonna do that podcast.
Not today.
Yes,
bro.
Yes.
You bugging.
I gotta get that.
Mad work.
That was mad work.
Mad work.
It's only take like 30 minutes. I just need 30 minutes of your time.
Nah, I gotta refresh on what the heck I was playing back then. That was a long ass.
All I need is 30 minutes of your time, and then we're good.
All right, whatever. Let's get back to this.
All right. So let's end this real quick. So Drinks and Airsoft going forward, it's going to be a lot better format. It's actually really good. Tristan gave me that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, look.
I just need 2 of these.
Why? Why 2? Put the mag in. Now, when you put the mag in, you might hit on the mag. You might have to hit the mag release. There you
go. I'm an expert, bro. What are you talking about?
So Tristan, right? He won that in the shooting competition, but he never used it. So he sold it to me for $200 with like mags and everything.
I like the mag release for it too.
Yeah, I think is it ambidextrous? No, it's not. Oh yeah, it can be switched.
Yeah.
And full auto, 2-shot burst, and yeah, it's actually really good. This is actually next time we play outside or whatever.
I was trying to win that in a gas blowback box in e-bike, but
Yeah, I remember we was doing the guys who was doing the
I just
e-bike
like
box.
that, man. Like e-bike, they did me dirty too many times.
Yo, e-bike did us dirty so many times. It's like we kind of not fell off, but we kind of like not a big fan of e-bike.
But it also, you kind of can't walk away from them because they have a lot of exclusives. Like the Canic, you can only get the Canic from e-bike.
Exactly.
And I like the Canic because it's something I actually use. So
Yeah. So anyway, with that going down, we're gonna bring this episode to a close because we probably can make this a two-parter. This episode may be a two-parter, on that, but it's gonna be straightforward. Do you have anything you want to say? Because this is going on like an hour and a half.
yeah. For those of you that came through, appreciate you. Those of you that stayed, my boy from Sweden. I'm
Yo,
rocking with you.
his name is Snowman.
Snowman, you the man. All right.
Yeah.
Remind me of Jeezy. Appreciate you and your
Info with my geography is off.
your info, your participation, like all of that. I appreciate all of that. Thank you. And hopefully, since now apparently I'm a host.
Yes.
I
Expect to see more of Hooker with me behind the film, talking shit, and we're gonna have a special guest. I got a few special guests in mind. I just gotta kind of regular up, and we may actually have Spartacus make a return back to Drinks and Airsoft.
Yeah, I mean that'd be nice. I would like to meet Spartacus. Since you guys are saying these great things about him.
Yeah.
So anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you. Next time, tell your people, whoever you think is interested, let's get a little party going. Let's, everybody have your drinks ready. I guess we could try to make this at the same time, or at least send out a notification in the week and say that this is what time, so that way everybody can have their drinks ready.
Yeah.
And we always just chill and drink,
Yeah, and that would be the Drink to Airsoft thing. Like now going forward, it's gonna be a live with a recording of Drinks and Airsoft. It seems like that works really well. Anyway, guys,
And make sure y'all have your drinks.
cheers from Fumbles and Kuka from Drinks and Airsoft. Be well, guys.